Hello and welcome back to the channel. Producer Pete here. Now a little bit of a different video today, a bit of a reaction video. Last week the iPhone 15 had the launch event and I've heard different things over the past week about it, but I wanted to sit down and watch the launch video for myself. So I thought, why not include you as well? Maybe you haven't seen this yourself. So there was different things kind of announced, the watch and so on, and other little details. But what we are going to go straight into is the iPhone 15, right? What is different? Will it change? You know the way you get a new iPhone and you look at it and you think it's no different. Although on the 14 it did add the wee status bar at the top and camera improvements and so on. So let's see what we're getting ourselves into. Okay.
iPhone 15 has an all-new design that's simply gorgeous.
All new design.
Starting from the front, it has the dynamic island, which has been a hit with our pro users. And
I am a fan of that island, to be honest. When you're if you're playing a podcast, it shows the wee podcast up while you're in different windows, or if you're in a phone call, it shows you the link to the phone call instead of kind of flipping between screens.
Reaches 1600 nits. When it's sunny, peak brightness can now go up to 2000 nits, twice as bright as iPhone 14.
All these
it comes
things
in two sizes. 6.1 inches for iPhone 15 and 6.7 inches for iPhone 15 Plus. Both sizes feel even nicer in your hand due to a new contoured edge on the aerospace grade aluminum enclosure.
A bit more
For
beveled.
the first time ever in a smartphone, iPhone 15 has color embedded throughout a single piece.
Okay, so it's going to come in different colors, is basically what she's saying there.
Five stunning colors. iPhone 15 has ceramic shield, tougher than any smartphone glass, and water and dust resistance.
Let's be honest, you're still going to need a screen protection on that.
Fairly new advanced camera system. So we're bringing
now, one thing about the camera, I did see a YouTube video, and I will put the link in the description actually. It's a very well kind of documented video about the camera, and it was a photographer that was speaking, and he was showing some footage from the new camera, and honestly I couldn't believe that it was footage from an iPhone. It was unbelievable, like the colors in it, and he was going on and saying about the different types of lenses they've got in it, and they've got more megapixels this time. I think it's double the megapixels compared to the 14, if I'm right in saying that. I will put his video in the description because he explains it a lot better than I do, but just seeing that footage that he had.
Amazing 48 megapixel main camera
to
iPhone 15. It's built for shooting sharp photos and videos every day with a quad pixel sensor and 100% focus pixels for fast.
I'm guessing this is the ordinary version of the iPhone with
Introducing the next generation of portraits on iPhone, like this one. It's full of vivid color and detail, and it uses a rich depth map to create a beautiful bokeh effect. And it's easier to take your portrait because now you don't have to remember to switch to portrait mode.
One thing I did love about the iPhone 14 is that you can now video in that cinematic mode, but not only away from you, but you can do the selfies in the cinematic mode. I thought that was really good.
Using machine learning, we can detect when there's a person in the frame and capture.
This is where AI is getting involved, and this is scary.
Rich depth information automatically. Good. So you can turn it into a stunning portrait right away or later on in the Photos app. It even works with dogs and cats, so you can have more portraits in your.
Let's be honest, the majority of my phone is photos of my cats.
Pets album in iOS.
You'll be happy about that.
17 automatically. And with a rich depth map, we're introducing focus and depth control. Now, you can switch the focus from one subject to another after the photo's been taken. By combining...
The thing about the iPhone cameras, I find that it's amazing when you first get it, and then after a couple of updates, I don't know, it seems to lessen in quality.
iPhone 15 makes it easy to take great-looking photos
4K cinematic mode
every day.
iPhone 15 has an incredible chip, A16 Bionic. It was introduced on iPhone 14 Pro. The custom image signal processor enables the advanced camera system.
I have noticed that, and I do have the 14, and I have noticed the 14 is a lot faster, and it is more capable of having all those tabs open and having all the apps open. I know they say that, and you kind of think they haven't done anything. Honestly, yeah, the 14 is better.
Has 50% more memory bandwidth than A15 Bionic, so it's even better for graphics-intensive games. And the 6-core CPU has 2 high-performance cores, which are faster and use 20% less power than A15.
Well, you think that all that is in a phone? Like, I know I'm sounding really old there, but
cores can handle most daily tasks. So even with all of the new features, iPhone 15 still has all-day battery life. And iPhone 15 Plus has a bigger...
And to be fair to Apple, the 14 battery, that has been round about the same as well. Like, I've had the charger out at night time, and that's it. Like, usually I was topping up throughout the day, but
second generation
good to hear that is continuing.
Advanced chip. This chip also opens up a completely new way to use precision finding on iPhone 15 to find your friends. When you're in a crowded place like a train station or a farmer's market and your friends share their locations,
yeah, that's scary.
You'll be guided right to them with clear directions and distance.
Helpful, obviously.
And now audio quality on phone calls is getting better too, because iPhone 15 uses a more advanced machine learning model that automatically prioritizes
AI.
your voice. If you prefer to filter out even more distracting background noise, just select voice isolation.
It's going to be like, our phone calls are soon going to be like this. Like sitting in a studio with a mic.
A breakthrough new service, emergency SOS via satellite. But say you have car trouble and no cellular or Wi-Fi service. For those times, we're introducing roadside assistance via satellite. Just text roadside assistance and select what kind of help you need. Then, the intuitive interface will guide you to connect to a satellite and share that information with a roadside assistance provider. It's launching in the US with AAA.
I know people go, oh, why get a new iPhone? Or they just keep adding things on, and it's a bit of a con. But see, when I hear features like that,
let's talk
is
about
incredible. That's
iPhone's
useful.
wired
That's
capabilities.
pretty good.
USB-C has become a
Now,
universally...
USB-C, this is the point where I did see a clip of the actual event, and people were cheering. Like, as soon as they heard this, of the USB-C, they were cheering, and I was just thinking, like, the Android users are just laughing at us. Like, they've had this for ages, and now they're just unveiling this new USB-C.
Now, the same cable can charge Mac, iPad, iPhone,
Which
and
it's the way it should have been. Let's be honest. It should have been, instead of using different cables for it all.
USB-C.
But now we're going to have to buy the same cable now.
Or low on power.
You know, all the attachments for, like, your earphones and all.
Right from your iPhone. So that's
But
iPhone 15.
I guess they're there.
They still
We've
start
got there.
at just $799 for iPhone
about
15
10 years too late.
and $899 for iPhone.
Okay, so yeah, $799 for iPhone 15, the 15 Plus, $899. So from what I was reading, like the camera, I think was it the camera that improved in the 15 Plus? I think you get a or is it maybe the Pro Max I'm thinking of? I will include the link in the description, but that kind of said it all. It's a great review site as well. That'll link in the description. But what I'm thinking, I think it was the Pro Max. It was saying that you have a times five zoom included in the Pro Max, which is incredible. You know the way, like, for years and years, Android users, and especially like Samsungs, were saying about their zoom range and their video quality, and the iPhone could maybe zoom from about here to here. But that is one of the big improvements as well. So yeah, $899 for the 15 Plus
with carrier activation.
iPhone 15 Pro is packed with industry-first innovations and features our
And here
users
we are
are
moving into the Pro range.
powered by our most advanced Apple Silicon yet.
I think this is titanium as well. Is that right?
Incredible photos and videos. And we are thrilled to introduce our astonishing new
I honestly haven't seen this before.
titanium
I
design.
just heard that.
This is the most premium material we've ever used in an iPhone enclosure. Yet at the same time, it is
I
much
wonder have they done like the drop test with
our
this?
lightest Pro models ever. And we're also introducing the thinnest borders ever on an iPhone. iPhone 15 Pro has the toughest glass-based materials in the industry.
I mean, even though he says it's tough with glass, I am still going to be using a screen protector.
on iPhone.
Don't trust that.
And there are two great display sizes to choose from. 6.1 inches for iPhone 15 Pro and 6.7 inches for iPhone 15 Pro Max. From the very first iPhone, we've had the ring silent switch. We wanted to make this even better.
Are we changing
So
this
with
again?
iPhone 15 Pro, we are
Yeah, we are.
reinventing the
Of course we are.
experience.
Do you think
with
that
a
one thing that did
customized
annoy me, actually? I went from the 12 to the 14 and they moved the button ever so slightly up, just that wee button. They moved it up ever so slightly so you couldn't use the same phone case. I mean, I think the cameras were a little bit bigger anyway, so you couldn't have, but just wee things I got, like, why are you moving it? Why are we changing it?
action button.
Action button, okay.
By default, it's
Okay, so it's not going to be just muting the
still
phone
a simple ring silent switch. To toggle between ring and silent, you simply press and hold the button to confirm your intent.
Now, that is going to happen in your pocket, surely. Like, you know the way sometimes your phone turns off in your pocket, or have you ever had it go into like emergency mode because you've squeezed it?
You also feel a distinctive haptic feedback for each state. And you can choose from a set of actions and easily switch between them. Or you can use shortcuts to open up an even wider set of options from simply launching.
You get used to one thing, like the torch on your home screen at the bottom, and now
we are excited to introduce next level performance and more Pro capabilities than ever with the A17 Pro.
And this is the industry's first 3nm chip. These 3nm transistors are patterned using state-of-the-art extreme ultraviolet lithography. Elements of these transistors
you know what amazes me with these videos? It's just the whole setup that they have there, and then they go to the computer screen and they say, right, make sure you've got something detailed on that computer screen. You know, instead of like solitaire being up.
Just over 12 silicon atoms wide. A17 Pro features 19 billion of these transistors. The new CPU features microarchitectural and design improvements for both our performance cores and efficiency cores. Our performance cores are now up to 10% faster, continuing to deliver the fastest single-threaded performance in any smartphone. Our efficiency cores are also faster and remain unmatched in the industry, delivering 3 times the performance per watt of the competition.
Yeah.
The neural engine is now up to twice as fast for machine learning models, allowing it to process up to 35 trillion
It's a good phone. Let's get to the Pro camera.
A new nanoscale coating to reduce lens flare, brings high resolution to everyday photos, enables more focal lengths, and has better low light performance for portraits and night mode. Users can now shoot in 48 megapixel HEIF with 4 times more resolution than before. Since the new photonic engine now uses a 48 megapixel image, iPhone can shoot higher resolution photos in
14 is already clear, so
28 and 35 millimeter focal length, a very important range for pro photographers. They can now quickly switch.
Eventually, it's gonna replace cameras.
And even choose a new default lens, customizing their camera experience to their creative needs. iPhone 15 Pro features a great 3x telephoto camera at 77 millimeter focal length. For iPhone 15 Pro Max, we're using the extra size of the larger iPhone to introduce something unique. 5x optical zoom at 120 millimeter focal length.
Nice.
We designed a state-of-the-art telephoto camera. Compared to iPhone 14 Pro Max, it has a 25% larger sensor, 100% focus pixels, and then
that's going to be so crisp. No wonder that guy's video, which again is linked in the description, no wonder his videos, please click his video and view the videos that he filmed on his Pro Max, because it was just unbelievable. You wouldn't have thought it was like a DSLR mirrorless camera, never went DLS.
And OIS, an autofocus 3D sensor shift module that moves in all 3 directions. The ultra-wide camera is also improved with a new anti-reflective coating, better night mode, and the latest smart HDR, in addition to enabling one of our users' favorite features on the Pro model.
It seems to be all about the camera, really.
And now you can use your iPhone with Capture One to shoot and instantly transfer 48 megapixel Pro RAW directly to a Mac. iPhone 15 Pro also supports recording ProRes video directly to an external storage drive. Recording
That's
to
a bit that blows my mind. Like, that is literally like a camera, where you're just recording straight to the hard drive, and not slowing the phone down.
External drive enables even higher quality recording options, pushing ProRes 4K up to 60 frames per second for the first time. We are also introducing log encoding to make ProRes even more powerful for our Pro users. And there's one more unique feature we've created just for the world of spatial computing. With iPhone 15 Pro, you can now capture spatial videos. We use the ultra-wide and main cameras together to create a 3-dimensional video. You can then relive these memories in a magical way on Apple Vision Pro. So this is the iPhone 15 Pro.
I wondered how they were going to bring that in.
Pro iPhone ever. The iPhone 15 Pro will start at the same price as last year, $990.
So that's basically like the virtual reality videos that you put the headset on. You're going to be able to film with that.
Next telephoto camera will start at $1199 with 256 gigabytes of storage. All new iPhone models will be available for pre-order this Friday, September 15th. And they'll be available in
a little bit late doing this video, but that is incredible. And I was just there just for the camera. Like, I've just heard that, yeah, it's a faster device. Yeah, you can do more things on it, but the big thing really is going to be the camera. They're focusing on the cameras and the higher models as well. So, yeah, I'm amazed. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the new cameras. I'm even more excited because I've seen the footage that you're able to get from it. Once again, the link is in the description of that photographer who just did an amazing video, amazing review. And thank you so much for viewing the video. Please do hit that subscribe button. And I mean, if you want to support the channel at all as well, you can hit the little buy me a coffee button as well. You don't have to, but if you want to support the channel in any way, even if you can't do that, if you hit that subscribe button, that's what means the most to me. So thanks so much for tuning in.